Thank you for watching my video today. Today I'm going to show you how to make a cover using Chipboard for the photo album that I created in my last video. This is a 6x6 mini album, and the steps that I'm going to show to create the outer covers can be used for albums of any size. The outer covers in this album are 6 inches by 6 inches, 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters. First we need to create an outer covering for the chipboard. For that I am using plain 80 GSM copy paper in pink color, because the theme of my design paper is mostly pink and white. So to get the required size for covering the 3 chipboard pieces, I'm taking 2 A4 sized sheets of color paper. And I'm joining them using double-sided tape. So right down the middle, carefully press it down to get one large sheet. After this, take your chipboard pieces. So for this cover there are 3 pieces: front, back and the spine. So the covers are 6 inches by 6 inches. The spine is 3 inches by 6 inches, 6 inches by 6 inch front cover. Here I am putting the double-sided tape on the back of the chipboard pieces. Once we've put all the tape, we can remove the backing and start placing the chipboard pieces onto the paper. This is double-sided score tape. The advantage being you can tear it off. After that, once we've stuck down the tape, you can use the bone folder to remove any air pockets that may have formed. I have removed the backing here. You can see it's quite sticky. Now I carefully position the spine piece. Put down the spine piece first, because then it's easy to place the other pieces. So leaving a gap of about 1/4 of an inch, I put down the cover piece. Give it a nice, press it nicely with the bone folder so that there are no air pockets on the front of where the paper gets stuck to the chipboard. Next I will cut down the excess paper, or rather trim down the excess paper on both sides of the chipboard pieces. And for the top and the bottom, I am going to press down on all sides to create nice creases so that it's easy for me to paste the paper once I have trimmed off the excess. Here I am trimming off the excess from the sides, using a regular blade to do that. You can of course use a paper cutter if you like, or scissors. Now I'm going to create the edges, so leaving a little bit of paper on the edge, cut in diagonally as shown. Now crease the paper again. And then we can start applying the glue. You can also use double-sided tape here. I'm using liquid glue because it gives me a bit of room to adjust the pasting. When I paste the paper, it gives me room to adjust and stick down nicely. So press in the center and then move to the sides. Similarly, you need to do for all the other sides. I'm not very worried about the folds that appear here because always will get covered again by paper and then by pattern paper, so it will not be visible at the end. So the basic structure of the cover is created. Here I'm going to now put the inside cover. So I have again pasted two A4 size sheets together and I am now cutting off the excess from both the sides. Because the boards are 6 inches in length, the paper that goes inside needs to have a slightly smaller height, so you can cut down the paper to a height of 5 3/4 inches. Here I am doing it by eye rather than using a ruler or a cutting board. So cut off the excess pieces, lay down the paste and then start sticking the covering piece. Again, I use liquid glue so that it gives me a bit of freedom to make adjustments to the paper as required. Then using the burn folder, you can slowly press down on the paper gently, removing the air pockets, sorry. The paper got a bit creased on that corner, but again I'm not very worried about it because it will get covered by pattern paper. What we need to ensure, of course, is that the spine is creased correctly and there is no air pocket near the spine. So So gently start creasing the line there, and with the bone folder keep removing any air pocket that forms around it by gently moving in the away from the crease line. Similarly, I do it for the other side as well. I'm using a cotton cloth to do the final smoothing of the covering sheet. This also helped me to clean up the glue that might come out from the edges. We don't want air pockets between two pieces of paper, because if there is an air pocket, it will eventually start to tear. Crease the spine once again, but make sure that you do not fold it over completely. Leave it at a 90-degree angle. And so the basic structure of the spine of the cover is ready. In my next video, I'll show you the pages.